Hello, button to be working. Oh, whoops. Share. Where is my groupie? Groupie. Here you are. And Twitch. Okay. And now here the manager stuff. I go a profile. New profile. Stream manager. There we go. We got that one open. And now the YouTubes. This one. Thì actually màu cờ. Okay, today we are gonna work on the hair. Hair and then finally rocks. To rock the ground. So we're gonna work with you Alolan Dugtrio. Which brushy would be nice? Nope. Maybe for bristles. Yeah. Feel like I'm waiting forever for my new brushes. Our option. We will need cadmium yellow. See if I can get a bit out of this. They have beautiful glossy locks. Like He-Man. Like She-Ra. I love the old She-Ra. Not so much into the new one. I think that's more for the newer crew. to start with. We want some clean white. Put that one in the back, and then we go from the front. Right? Be proud, everyone. Plans for this weekend. Big grocery shopping, which is just rice. Just rice. Well, love me rice and tuna. Rice and tuna. When I made too much curry so we're gonna make toasted sandwiches. The extra curry mince. I wish I had like the jaffle tools to make jaffles. Jaffles are nice. Where is yellow ochre? Yellow ochre to add some shadow. Oh, that's burnt umber. But that we also need for darker shadows. Yellow ochre, where are you? Did I put you somewhere else on the table? Yeah, you. Okay, now let's think. Shadow here. Dog. How you doing? Happy Friday. How you doing? Are you feeling better? Can tell. Yeah, we're gonna make that luscious. Today it's a bit better. I am just wearing a jacket. Don't have to wear the whole suit and blankets and everything. But I like last night. Oh, the fever. Fever nearly got me, man. Yeah, it's almost we're almost there, and then it's the cold August winds, but then it blows in for us some spring. But here in Bloemfontein, it doesn't get warm until November. We get a lot of rain. That's why they struggle with keeping the water supply, the reservoir good because the rain is just too much. One of the dams broke, I think 2 years back, 3 years back, and flooded an entire township. So it's rough. No one was hurt at least, but there was at least some compensation and all there. But still, I think that would be frightening. You are just having a normal rainy day and you just hear noise. think one of my biggest fears is like big storms. Like Louis told me, like most of their people, companies were off because there was a tornado. I don't know how I would handle something like that. You can show me any horror movie, but storms scare me. Yesterday Louis fell off the stairs. Told him you should stop playing like that. We don't have medical aid. He also said, well, we have switch money. You can always use the switch money. Yeah, not the switch money. Nice, luscious locks. I love painting hair. Around. It's always gonna be a new Hello Kitty game. Hello Kitty Partyland. But right now, we want to get Pokopia. haven't watched like any tutorial videos on Pokopia. I want to be surprised. Or maybe I should stream the first. Yeah, should I? Should I like stream my first experience on Pokopia? Maybe I should stream the entire like Switch 2 experience and see what's different, like what's new. I'm so mad that they up for membership, but I don't even get the full membership because I don't have a Switch 2. You can discuss. It's our Switch 2. Have you decided if you want to get one or not yet? I saw Nintendo has a sale now. I haven't seen if there's anything on consoles. You should get a job at the Nintendo store just for employee discount. And then you buy your Switch 2 and say, okay, here is my resignation letter. Or I go work when we get to do Joburg. I work at the Nintendo store and I use my employee discount. And then when you got your Switch, I give my resignation. Oh no, wait, maybe I should like get everything I want on employee discount. And I also just want to wear the uniform because they have Mario uniform. I think that's so adorable. I wonder what they would pay. Like it's the Nintendo store. I would think they would pay more than the normal local shops. Do you just think they follow minimum? Hey, in a place like Joburg, I can just Uber to work. Oh no, I think Uber is too expensive. It will take all of our switch money. Maybe if we chant Mr. Beast 3 times, he'll gift us switches. Just for me, my friends. Bionic. Bionic is on Twitch. Ionic, chant with us. Say Mr. Beast 3 times. We want a switch for everyone. All of my friends. A switch too for all of my friends. Tato and I have a plan. I get a job at the Nintendo store and we use my employee discount to get him a Switch too. You don't know Mr. Beast? He gives free stuff. He is a very charitable man. Yeah, he can give you a Switch too and you sell that Switch too for something then. Just ask him to give us all a Switch too. What Tato is. But I don't think that spam comment does anything or you want to be my one day he will just pop in. Maybe he'll feel like he's like our modern Oprah. You get a car. You get a car. Everyone gets a car. I got the power, I've got the pearl of the fight. It's the eye of the tiger. Oh, but I can afford switch to Texas. My parents actually once they did win a car at Pick and Pay when Pick and Pay used to do those competitions. But they thought, what's the odds of them winning? So they left Pick and Pay. And then our neighbor came to us, you guys won the car, but since you went there, they reselected the winner. Me too. Tato told me there's gonna be over 300 Pokemon. We are hoping for a dragon evolution, a flying one, because it's winds and waves. Who do I want to get, Tato? Wave Chew or Wind Chew? I want the girl Pikachu, 'cause she looked like me. Pikachu with blue eyes. Ooh, Ghost Eevee. Because Indonesia has so many mythology. It would be so interesting. I also think it was Wave Chew. I don't feel like I've said Wind Chew a lot. But I feel like Wave would have been a nice um, dragon type evolution. And Wave Wave a dragon type and Wind a flying type. Yes, yes, yes. Tato usually helps me now with the. I hate the trade. You know the trade evolution thing. You have to trade for it to evolve. But at least now I got Pokemon friends. I just now only got into shiny collecting with ZA. Oh yeah, the item thing. We have to do that, Tato, but it's gonna be so like every time I think about it, I'm like, nah, I don't wanna do it. It's so much work. So I have to send you something holding the item, then trade you the Pokemon. Then you have to attach that to a Pokemon, and then you have to trade a Pokemon to me. So much work. I like the friendship building. 3 days so easy to get shinies. Nice and curly and wavy. John Lennon in all his phases. John Lennon from the Beatles throughout his phases. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Before Yoko Ono, the start of Yoko Ono, the final of Yoko Ono. That's only because you already have a Switch 2. I bet if you didn't have a Switch 2, you'll be painting Blaziken on your birthday. Yeah, my Switch 2 is actually a belated birthday gift, but Snowy kept having like vet visits, but he definitely wants to get it before September when the price hike happens. Oh, there's a sale now on Nintendo if you want to go and check, see if there's anything you want. And Bionic, when I get my Switch 2, we decided I'm gonna make a stream and we can explore what is all new on the Switch 2. So you must join and tell me where should I go? What should I do? I'm excited for GameCube. Yeah, but my husband has been taking over my no. That's why I am also getting a Switch too. He got me. I first for years now, since 2020, I've only had Switch Lite. Last year, I got the normal Switch, and then I found out about Switch 2 and I was upset, but he started enjoying playing Pokemon, so now it's his Switch. So I'm just I'm getting a Switch 2 because he wants the Switch for himself now. I am trying to convert him to Pokemon, but he has to stop calling the Pokemon ugly. He keeps calling some of them ugly. Stop it, they're all beautiful. Nothing wrong with Feebas. Feebas is perfect. Only Pokemon that I would kind of consider ugly, but it's just because of the noise he makes, is Diggersby. His cry sounds like he's burping, but if it had a different cry, I would have had a different opinion. I have seen some, like Starmie. You guys should watch the Jumanji movie in Setswana. It's so good. I don't know, it gives an extra comedy and funness to the whole movie. Some of some of the phrases just fits. Oh yeah, and you get isiZulu because they use like phrases like what we use, like hi bo, but like the surprised faces and everything, it just fits better than English. I also like to use ne in eh. To hear them say eh, it's the best. I feel like I, I just feel like it fits better. Cũng, cũng. It's the Beatles, Diglett, man. It's John Lennon in his phases. Do you know John Lennon? They had hairstyles like Howard Stewart from Big Bang Theory. And then they started getting the hippie long hair. Because this is his teen phase, his 20s and 40s. You know, the people living life in peace. Woo-hoo. Imagine no country. Yeah, bowl cut. But the entire Beatles group had a bowl cut. And why is this hair so much more difficult? I feel like it's because it has no texture, no. You know, if I make this black, he would look like that fashion lady from The Incredibles. Edna Mode. Imagine no heaven or hell below us. They look perfect. What do you think? Is the other duck three? Oh, yeah. Let's clean brushes and do the rocks. Okay, now it's starting to get chilly. Where's my jacket? Goy. Clean brushes. I don't know if you saw Tato, but there's like an option for the Switch 2 with Pocopia. Then it is a bit cheaper, like you get it's a bit cheaper when buying them separately. But I don't know, there's something special about having the little card. I don't know. Louis said I have to decide. It just feels, yeah, you get a digital code for Pocopia, but then it's not a physical copy of Pocopia. So he said I have to decide the Switch 2 with a digital code for Pocopia or Switch 2 and physical Pocopia. Oh no, without physical Pocopia. I want Pocopia, but I think I want the physical. I like having the little card and the case. What would you choose? Oh yeah, at some point that's probably gonna change, but I don't know for Nintendo though. I just know it's I think Nintendo will keep with a physical because the idea is that it feels like nostalgia of the Game Boy games. You know, that's why they never moved to discs. Because Nintendo and PlayStation 1 would have been a collaboration. So then Nintendo would have switched over to discs. But they decided not to keep the nostalgia of putting in that little card. would be silly if their whole entire brand is the little card. Gosh, Nick, I love the new Zelda games, The Legend of Zelda. But did you see what the other one costs? A new one. Yo, I didn't know it was that much. I just saw today when I was looking through the sale. Stuff is getting crazy expensive, but I think it's mostly the customs. Little bit. And now OG Dactrio. In Alolan Dactrio. I still need to draw, because I did draw Galar Meowth. I still need to draw a Alolan Meowth. So time to draw the next 50 Pokemon. 50, well, I think Meowth is 52 actually. Or more, I don't know. can't believe I'm almost at meow. Yes, bold dog trio. I still can't stop thinking about the kids in a lowlawn. Brought weeks for the Cantonian dog trio because it felt unnatural for them not to have hair. In my Moonlight Peaks game, that new game I'm playing, they are mermaids. I found where the mermaids are. I turned into a cat and see if I can fit in the hole, and or there was a mission to say check if you can fit in the hole, and they were mermaids. And I found a key, and apparently, when Dracula lived in the town, if he had enough of people, he made tunnels. He made bunch of tunnels underneath the town, but no, not many know of. Like there's one under the tavern, there's one under the graveyard. So if he needs to sneak away from people, he would just climb into the tunnels and disappear. Now I can sneak around on the town. The guy who owns the tavern told me, please don't tell the town drunk about the tunnels. I was wondering if there's gonna be like a fast travel system in the game. I guess it's the tunnels. And so the duck trio is finished. Let's continue with the lava rock duck trio. Total breathing. Oh, but my thermometer says my room is nice. He's happy for once. There! To plug in my iPad. clean brushes with the dirty one. I like how the hair came out. Good. To Marrakesh, come to Marrakesh. Da, 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 da. Come to Marrakesh, come to Marrakesh. Sui montagna, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 esperire. Funny with the frame. Naples yellow. Think I still want to do my Pokemon animation. I was thinking like after I played Pokopia and I can observe how Ditto transforms and then I can be like a professor with a Ditto that's helping with a research. Like we say, today we learn about Bulbasaur. And I don't know if you know on YouTube there's this channel, I think it's just called Bernard. But he makes like easy stick figure animation, but still good. I think I must like maybe use that style. I don't overcomplicate it and stuff. Yeah, gonna be a Pokemon. Oh, but Bernard's animation is not Pokemon, it's history stuff. Like why you wouldn't want to be a vessel for a goddess in Aztec times, or why you wouldn't want to be a pirate, or why you wouldn't want to be a cowboy. Like, he makes animations about history stuff. What I watched last night is the one why you wouldn't want to be a vessel for the goddess in Aztec times, because in the end they do sacrifice you. Or why you wouldn't want to be like the interrogator guy with the black mask but does the hanging and stuff. Very interesting. But like the bodies are stick figures and the faces are a bit more detailed. It's very interesting, like very easy style. Gonna do Pokemon. Send you a link. His videos. I like history stuff. When I saw his video, I was like, oh, that's interesting. Like, not too realistic. The background is just well done, but the moving characters doesn't have to be too complicated. I don't think I'll ever be able to do what you do. That's some real patience and talent. Shout out to Tato. Anyone who's watching maybe one day. Tato is a great animator. Follow him. Not in digital art. That's a whole different thing. I did not notice that. Computer made a noise. Oh, it must be the WhatsApp that I opened to share the links. Jamaica, the dreams of Malika Someday I'll return home to you. To stay in. Can you imagine me working at the Nintendo store and they gave me my enough money for a Switch 2 and I'll be like, okay, I want to use my employee discount. And when I have the Switch 2 in my hand, I hand in my 24-hour notice. I'm quitting. Bye. And then, Tato, you can call me Mrs. Beast. We got you a Switch 2. Oh, maybe I should work longer and get us some amiibos also on employee discount. I love collecting amiibos. Louis just gonna show up one day. Where's my wife? We're supposed to leave for Romania today. Oh shit, I forgot to give in my notice. Bye everyone, I'm going to Romania. Oh god, I'm immigrating. Oh, that's why we are moving to Joburg so that we are closer to the embassy. But he says we might be still in Joburg for like 8 months or a year. Depends also on his job and stuff and his studies. But he thinks next year we go to Joburg. because getting your passport and all those stuff is also takes a while. I'll let you know if a grass is greener on that side. The Joburg right now is like, I think about 6 hours away from us if we drive. So we decide, okay, we're gonna sell everything and maybe get an Airbnb on an 8 month lease thingy thing. Romania. Oh no, I mean like I'll let you know if Romania's any better. They're getting a vampire theme park. Oh, and they have a store that's like only Pokemon. Only Pokemon cards. Pokemon, Pokemon. You'll want to add a layer for this one. My brother is also like, we must let him know if it's any better. Then he will see like if he will also do a job like Louise. I know the Japanese embassy here in South Africa do one of those teacher programs. Have you ever looked in one of those? I think they don't want some. I think there's gonna be also like a bit of xenophobia in Japan. They're already like struggling because it's a small island. I think many people forget it's a small island. To tell them you want a family reunification visa, and I'll just say he's my brother. Then you come to Romania. So far, a lot of them speak English, so there isn't a lot of a language barrier. And if their own language is a bit of Latin, you can catch some Latin words, so you can like figure out what the person is saying. to think he and I would never have had dreams of going overseas. We did have dreams, but we never thought it would actually become true. Okay, well, I think if we had a kid, I think that would have been way more expensive than we might have just decided to stay. And if you have like an actual house, like if you had a kid and you're paying off a loan for your house, I think that would have been made it more expensive. So, yeah, pick your heart. Pick what is more difficult. Yeah, especially here in, well, like South Africa and EU countries with having to pay for uniforms. Uniforms are so expensive. And I remember like we were forced doing sports and stuff, so your parents had to pay for that as well. There's too many other payments. While like in the USA, you at least got public schools. And it is kind of sad why they're so strict on schools having uniforms. It's so that they can identify your kid if something happens. Or that's how we girls were raised. All girls were raised to know, like, keep your uniform on if you go somewhere, so that if something happens, you can at least be identified by your school uniform. Really sad. I get ready for meows. But I don't know how it was in Joburg and all those, but there were lots of kidnapping issues in my town. But it's because most of the kids there, their parents won't miss them. Like I once visited my friend for 2 weeks and my parents didn't even like look for me until those 2 weeks. They thought I was in the house. No, I was visiting a friend without permission for 2 weeks. Good night, Tato. Oh wait, next is gonna be Shiny Sunday. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, good night. See you Sunday.